Hey y'all, so I've been getting a lot of requests on my Tumblr about things like what foundation should I use from the drugstore, what concealer's right for me, what's your favorite eyeshadow, Maggie, what's your favorite mascara, what's your favorite liner. So I decided to do this video about basically a drugstore starter kit, what you might want to get from the drugstore if you are new to makeup, if you are looking to spice up your makeup, if you haven't worn makeup in years. I mean, it happens. So I'm just going to go through, kind of my favorites. I'm going to show you how I got this look. This look is using only the products that I'm recommending, and I'm looking forward to this. It was fun putting it together. As for tools, they're minimal for what I think you need. You need a powder brush. It doesn't have to be a big, huge kabuki brush like this. It can be, a smaller one. Just any powder brush. A blush brush is good. You don't need to have it because ones that come with blush aren't terrible, actually. You can use a foundation brush. You can use a sponge, or you can use your fingers to put on foundation and concealer. These sponges come in packs of like 25 of them for $3. I prefer a foundation brush just because I have acne and I like a really nice finish. Your fingers work really well. I mean, it's totally up to you what you want to use. I recommend getting an eyeshadow brush because while I am actually a fan of, hold on a second, the sponge applicators that come in eyeshadows, you can't get a really good all over eyelid base without an eyeshadow brush. I also highly recommend a crease brush. This is gonna go in and just blend this darker color in really well. This is not my favorite eyeshadow brush because I can't find it, but the one that I have and this one both cost $1. They're up and up at Target. This is totally optional. It's a liner brush. I use it to smudge eyeliner and to put on gel liner, to trace liner with eyeshadow, all kinds of stuff. Eyelash curler, you need it. Don't be scared of it. It's not going to break your eyelashes off. Get an eyelash curler. It's going to make your mascara work 100 times better. And the final thing is, these are really cheap. This is an eyebrow and lash brush, and I just like to have this to groom my brows with. But this is totally optional. I mean, like, not everyone needs this because not everyone even needs to put product in their brows. I'm a natural blonde, so I have like bleach blonde eyebrows, so I really do need to put something in it. Okay, for primers, I do not use a primer. I have really sensitive acne-prone skin, and I have not seen a big difference between when I use a primer and when I don't use a primer. I think part of this is because also I have oily skin, and if you have dry skin, your makeup needs something to stick to. In my case, it's sticking to oil. If you have dry skin, it's really got nothing to stick to. So the ones that I recommend in the drugstore are, this is not the exact one, but Rimmel Fix and Perfect. Not this one, the silver colored one, the second generation one is a really good one that a lot of people recommend, and it's not expensive. This is L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. I use it as an eyeshadow base sometimes. It is quite expensive. This was like $17. But this is a really professional quality one. Now, as for foundations, my go-to foundation is Rimmel 25 Hour lasting finish foundation. This is $5 and it doesn't budge. But there are 2 other foundations that I would recommend.
I, of course, forgot to mention the other 2 foundations, which are Revlon Color Stay and L'Oreal True Match. Revlon Color Stay has a great reputation, and it is a great product, but I think that with your Rimmel foundation, the foundation I'm using, you're getting the same quality product for a lot less of a price. The Revlon foundation is priced almost as at a high-end price. And now, as you can see, I'm just putting the foundation on with my fingers and finishing up with the foundation brush, just to blend it all in, make it even.
Maybelline makes the best concealers in the drugstore. It's just a fact. So if you have acne, the kind of concealer you need is a cover stick, because the texture of this is tacky and it will cover blemishes and make them less noticeable. If you just want to cover dark circles, imperfections, redness in your skin, I really recommend this Super Stay 24-hour concealer by Maybelline. This is a great concealer. I just, I'm acne prone. I don't really use it that often except maybe as an eye highlight. This is a fairly new product from Maybelline. It's Instant Age Rewind. Now, obviously, I don't need an Instant Age Rewind. I'm 24. But this is a concealer and highlighter together. Let's see, where did it just swatch? There. So, it really looks really beautiful on under eye circles. If your only problem is an under eye circle, get this. This is like a professional product for a crazy less amount of money.
Using my Maybelline cover stick, I'm just going to dot the concealer on any breakouts, problem areas. I have acne scarring because I have sensitive skin, and I do this straight from the container. You'll see, I can easily tell where they are more than other people. I do have a large scar next to my right eyebrow. Put that on, looking like a little tribal warrior. Arr. And blend that in with my fingers, and I finish blending it by stippling with the foundation brush, which just gives nice, even coverage, and it blends in well.
Okay, for powders. I'm a huge fan, always have been, of the L'Oreal True Match line. They come in warm, neutral, and cool shades. You can do some research. Just type in, am I warm, neutral, or cool on Google, and it'll bring up a whole thing to figure out what you are. I am a warm shade. These are some of the only powders that you can actually use on a really good skin day as foundation. They have pigment. They add color to the face. These are really high quality powders, especially for a drugstore price. One that I have recently fallen in love with is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This is really cheap. I have the translucent color. I like to use this as just a finishing powder. Just finish it up, put it all over, whatever. It gets rid of oil like no other. For bronzers, I really like Rimmel Natural Bronzer because it's brown. A lot of bronzers you run into are orange, obviously, and also it's matte. But there are other bronzers in the drugstore that are matte and brown. Now blush. My go-to is CoverGirl. I don't like a lot of CoverGirl products, but the Instant Cheekbones blushes are fantastic, and they have a highlighter. This one. just built right in.
I put the True Match powder on with the pad that is provided to get a good base. I don't put a ton of it on. I just want to really cover any flaws that might have been missed. Rub it on my neck too. After this, I'll use that Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I have the translucent one on a brush, and put a layer of that on. That'll set all foundation and concealer and get any oil that's there. This bronzer is a matte bronzer, so it can also be used as a contour powder. It's very good as a contour powder. So I'm going to contour my cheeks by putting it on the hollow of my cheekbone. I didn't do an extreme contour, just a subtle one with this look because it is a subtle look. I really like this product because it is dual usage. Now the CoverGirl Instant Cheekbones Blush. I'm going to swirl the two darker colors together. The shade is Perfectly Plum, and I like the shade that gives you. And I kind of pat it on. I do use a lot of blush. I like blush, and I just like the look it gives. I like the pop it gives, and I always make sure to pop a little bit right on my nose so it looks the same. Now, using the highlighter shade provided with the brush provided, I will just put that highlighter on the top of my cheekbones for a nice highlight, so you have a contour and a highlight. And then finish everything off, even out skin, with the bronzer.
For our eyebrows, you can use pencils, you can use eyeshadow, you can use anything you want. I just prefer an eyebrow kit like this one from E.L.F. You can get these anywhere. That, like, Wet n Wild makes one, and what it is, they're going to be a wax and a shadow that you put on you put the wax on first and then the shadow on. And
this eyebrow kit has a two-sided brush. You use the pointed end on the wax part. I apply that pretty carefully. It's okay if the line is a little thick because it will be blended out. Then you put the powder that comes with it, using the other side of the brush on, and use your eyebrow brush to blend everything together. No harsh lines.
For eyelid primers, this is the only drugstore eyelid primer that I trust, and that is E.L.F. eyelid primer. The other ones suck, I'm sorry, and this is $1. They only have these at Target, but you can get it online. Your your eyeshadow won't budge with this. I have heard that the NYX HD eyeshadow primer is really good, but I can't buy NYX anywhere around me, so that's why I haven't tried it. Okay, for eyeshadows, number one in the drugstore is gonna be Wet n Wild. These are going to be all over YouTube. You'll see. They are very comparable to MAC eyeshadows. There are tons of dupes in there. They're highly pigmented. They are so cheap. This was $5. There's a shadow in here, a matte black. There's an exact dupe of Max Carbon. Max Carbon costs $12. And this came with 8 shadows and it was $5. So these are really, I mean, if you want eyeshadow at the drugstore, this is what you get. I did my look with this palette, which is Walking on Eggshells, which is a great beginner palette, really natural palette.
Put the E.L.F. eyelid primer on and blend. This palette from Wet n Wild is labeled with an eyelid crease and brow bone shade. The eyelid shade should be packed on well, so I recommend using an eyeshadow brush. The sponge brushes that come with most eyeshadows are actually great for packing in color on the crease. You can get a lot of the eyeshadow into the crease before you blend it out with the crease brush. It can be really helpful. And then you will use your crease brush to blend that out, and then put the brow bone shade on your brow bone and inner eye socket. As you can see, that packs on really well. I don't know how these clips got reversed, but that's me using the crease brush to blend the eyeshadow.
For eyeliner, I just went to repurchase because I ran out of my Maybelline Master Drama, and guess what? They were out of it at CVS. Yay! So I went for the Maybelline Line Stylist. Maybelline liners are really great, but I do recommend the Master Drama over the Line Stylist, just because this one goes on a little easier. You know, with not pencil, I don't ever like pencil liners, but with cream liners like this, it's hit or miss. And for me, it's just with a lot of testing, Maybelline has made the best ones. If you're starting to feel confident and like, ooh, I can branch out, you could try a gel liner. This is Wet n Wild gel liner in Black is Black. Looks like this. This is a fantastic gel liner. Stays put. I have a video all about this that I'll link on the bottom. Comes with a brush to put it on too. This is what I'd recommend for gel liner. And if you're getting super confident and you think you want to do a liquids line, my number one is and will always be Maybelline Line Stiletto. You have to see the tip on this. It's felt. It's a felt tip, like a marker. Brushes, like a brush with a liquid liner or anything that's not a felt tip, it's too hard to control. It's too hard to control. Even I've been wearing liquid liner since I was 15. I can't do it. It drives me insane. I need a felt tip. And this is great. There's also the CoverGirl liquid liners also have a felt tip, and they are a good purchase. That's something I also recommend.
I put the eyeliner tracing my top lid and also in my waterline. And remember to be careful when you put eyeliner in your waterline, especially if you wear contacts, because it can be sensitive. And I wanted to give this eye a slightly smoky look without it being overly done. So, as you'll see in a moment, I'm going to use the liner brush that I showed in the beginning and smudge out that top line. So it's just soft and smoky, not too overdone.
The Falsies by Maybelline is the only drugstore mascara I use. I'm not going to recommend anything else because I am an elitist with this. So, some people like Almay mascaras. Some people do like CoverGirl Lash Blast. I'm not going to tell you that's an awful product, but the only one I would recommend that you go out and buy is the Falsies by Maybelline. That's the only one I'm going to recommend.
So this is pretty self-explanatory. You're just gonna curl your eyelashes with the eyelash curler and put on your mascara. I do 2 or 3 coats of mascara usually, depending on my mood. And a good tip is to put mascara on your bottom lashes. That's something my mother taught me. You always look prettiest when you have mascara on your bottom lashes, so don't neglect that.
For lip products, Revlon has the best lip products in the drugstore. But what I'm wearing right now isn't actually Revlon. It's L'Oreal Color Riche lip balm with SPF 15 because I lost, and by lost I mean my mom took it. I lost this color of my Revlon lip butter. So I just wanted to have this color on. These are lipsticks that are also lip balms. How could you go wrong? But for lipstick in general, you're going to want to go to Revlon. Any of the quilted package, or the quilted package lipsticks are fantastic. This is Crimson. I have them in tons of colors. These stay put. They're creamy. They don't dry up your lips. They're fantastic. They have just recently come out with these Just Bitten Kissable Balms. I'll swatch this for you. It's like a big chubby crayon, and it's a really beautiful shade, and it's a stain, so it stays on forever.
This is also pretty self-explanatory. I'm taking that L'Oreal Color Riche balm in that pretty pink shade and just putting it on like I would a chapstick. Really, my lips are pretty dry. It's really nasty winter where I am, so I just put as much on as I like and then rub my lips together.
I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have questions about the products, if you have products you think should have been added on there, comment below. I'll have a link to my Tumblr page. I'm debating whether or not to get a Twitter. I don't know if anybody would want to actually read it, so leave that in the comments if you want. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching my videos.